Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Rob Motive. Today, or Rob Motive JT, I should say, today we're going to do a bit of a POV driving video. You know, I made one of these the other day for my Prius up there, and people seem to like it, so I thought I would give the experience of driving a Jeep Gladiator from my perspective, what I see, what it looks like to drive a Jeep Gladiator. So let's go ahead. We're going to fire it up. Probably have to kill the radio. You get the nice Jeep screen that pops up there, of course. We'll accept that, and then we'll kill the radio. Now, let's go ahead and see if we can't get out of here. Gotta shut the garage door. There we go. That was successful. And then navigate how I get out of my driveway. I've got all kinds of stuff in the way. The rear view camera comes in very handy. And by the way, I do have the bigger radio screen inside this Jeep Gladiator. I had actually put that same size screen in my previous one. There's a company, I can't recall the name of them right now, but if you search the channel, if you're interested, that you can buy these from, and they'll even give you money back on a trade for your current radio. So pretty cool. The install is pretty easy. The one thing I'll caution you about there is you have to have a security code on the new one. So make sure if you buy one of those, oh, check that out. There is a red Jeep Gladiator. Look at that, right here in my own neighborhood. How about that? I think that's the second one that's been in here lately anyway. So anyway, make sure you get that security code. You'll need it to access the radio. I actually had to call the company when I switched it to a different vehicle because I didn't have it. Oh, somebody's getting a new roof. Well, that'll be fun. And expensive, I'm sure. Okay, like I said, I just kind of want to give you the driver's perspective, I guess, what it's like to drive in a Jeep Gladiator. I should check my camera to make sure that you guys are actually able to see. Let's see. Yeah, it's a decent perspective, I think, of what it looks like looking out of the front of the Gladiator. And hopefully you'll get some idea of the sounds that the Gladiator makes as well. You know, recently I bought a Toyota Prius. Never had a hybrid before, so everything about it is new for me, and it makes a lot of different noises. You know, it has regenerative recharging, so it kind of makes noises and things when it does that. And Toyota also built in sound so that when you're backing up and stuff, you can actually put out sound so people can hear you, so they don't step out in front of you or something. But anyway, we're going to get out on a more or a higher speed road, I should say, and take a listen as to what the Gladiator sounds like. A lot of people have commented that it's loud. You know, my buddy Randall, he put sound deadening in his Jeep Gladiator to cut down on some of the sound. Now, it doesn't really bother me, but I know some people are sensitive to that, so maybe this will give you an idea of what it sounds like while driving from the driver's perspective anyway, inside the Jeep Gladiator. And I wonder what happens, you know, people that are very sensitive to sound, and I'm sure it's a real thing. I'm not making fun of anybody or dogging anybody because of it, but what happens when you get a passenger in your Jeep Gladiator that are sensitive to sound? Because it is, I won't say substantially, but it is a bit louder, of course, than normal vehicles, I think. So I wonder if it drives them nuts, if they're just sitting there gritting their teeth, or what, you know. Take a look out the side window there. My windows in here are not tinted. It's just factory. They were, but I failed inspection because of it, so I had to actually remove the tent. That kind of sucked. What a waste of money. But I did know going in that was going to be an issue, or could be an issue. So, you know, live and learn, I guess. Fortunately now here in Texas, they're getting rid of the inspection requirement effective January 2025, so we won't have to deal with it. Let's listen to the Jeep get up to speed. Now, in all fairness, I do have a louder cold air intake in here, so you're going to get more sound from that, obviously, but you can hear the road and wind noise, I'm sure. And this is basically what it sounds like. Now, one other thing, I do have the Sunrider soft top up there, so it's actually a little bit quieter, believe it or not. Having the Sunrider soft top, the material kind of deadens the sound a little bit, so it's actually not quite as loud as it would be if I had the Freedom panels, the hard tops. So it's actually a little bit quieter than what you'd get from a regular Jeep Gladiator. Engine noise, all you can really hear, and I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up or not, is the sound of the cold air intake. You can hear a little bit of a grumble, and I mean a little. It's not real loud in the background. It's certainly not going to drive you nuts if you're sensitive to louder noises in the truck. As far as visibility in here, it's like you're riding around pretty much in a fishbowl. It's not bad at all. I can see everything I need to see. I don't really have any issues with that or anything, so we're good as far as that goes. I've talked about comfort in the Gladiator before. Very comfortable ride. I've taken a couple of long distance trips in this truck, or in the Jeep Gladiator, I should say, and never had any issues with discomfort or, fatigue, things like that. So very happy with that. There we have a state trooper over there looking for speeders. They like to sit on this road a lot. I don't know why. It must be a pretty heavily law-breaking when it comes to speed road, I guess. I don't know. Now, in just a second, and I'll keep you guys on till we get there. I know the video's starting to get a little long. We're going to go over a rough road, so I'll let you guys see what that feels like. It's not bad. I do have a different wheel and tire setup, more aggressive tires. So I would say the ride in my Jeep Gladiator is a little bit more harsh than what you would get with just the stock all-terrains. Not horrible, and I think the Falcon Wild Peaks, which is what I have on this truck, are ideal. Love having those on the truck. They're nice and smooth. I think they are a good compromise between off-road use and on-street use, which is primarily what I drive. Rarely would I go off-road, honestly, because there's just not... That was a railroad track. There's just not a big opportunity to do so around here. And you might wonder, you see lots of fields and things as I'm driving. Well, what do you mean you can't go off-road? Well, they're farmers' fields, and farmers don't take kindly to you driving around in their planted fields. So I wouldn't advise that, especially here in South Texas. Not a great idea. So that's kind of why. Anyway, we're approaching that rougher road. We're going to be there hopefully in a second. I've been fortunate enough to get behind a bobtailing semi-tractor, and he is driving very slowly, and he's going to go the same way we're going. Isn't that nice? But the speed limit on this road is 45 miles an hour, so it shouldn't be too much for him to handle, I hope. I at least would like to achieve the speed limit. I don't know why he's driving so slow. I guess he's not in a hurry. Maybe trying to conserve gas. You know, when a semi is bobtailing a tractor, they're not making any money. So maybe he's trying to conserve fuel, or simply doesn't know where he's going. I don't know. But like I said, we're on the rougher road. I'm going to hit the bumps and things you guys can see. It's just a lot of uneven pavement and stuff. They've patched this road several times, so it makes it rougher to drive on. And I hope you can tell, maybe by the camera or the sound, that it's not really bad. You can hear more. There you go. You can kind of hear the Gladiator bouncing around. With all the panels and things on it, you do get more sound, obviously, the top moving around and stuff, but nothing horrible. There's a lot of sound there. Yeah, this guy... Oh, okay, there's traffic. Oh, there goes the Toyota Tacoma, something you see a lot down here. All right, we're going to be able to drive just a little bit further at speed limit as opposed to 45. I'll be quiet and let you listen. And there you go. We're off of the rough road now onto a smoother road, so I think we're going to be past. I've got looks like a Hummer behind me, I think. I don't know if you guys can see that in the mirror or not, but he seems to be in a hurry, so I'm thinking he's probably going to pass me. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I just wanted to get on, do a little bit of a POV. I don't think I've ever done this in the Jeep Gladiator before, so kind of give you guys an idea of what it feels like in the Jeep Gladiator just from a normal driving experience. Leave a comment. If you've got a Jeep Gladiator, what do you think of it? Nice smooth ride or too rough and too loud for you? I'd be curious to know. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.